A review of the muscle models for San Jacinto College. The frontal belly of the occipital frontalis, or simply the frontalis. The orbicularis oculi, orbicularis oculi. Orbicularis oris, orbicularis oris. The mentalis muscle, the mentalis muscle. The depressor anguli oris, depressor anguli oris. Risorius, risorius. The zygomatic major muscle, the zygomatic major muscle. The masseter, the masseter. The corrugator supercilii, corrugator supercilii. The buccinator, the buccinator. The sternocleidomastoid muscle, or SCM muscle. The torso model has superficial muscles on one side and deeper muscles on the other side. The pectoralis major muscle, the pectoralis major muscle. The external obliques, external obliques. The deltoid, the deltoid. The triceps brachii muscle, the triceps brachii muscle. The trapezius, the trapezius. The latissimus dorsi, latissimus dorsi. This is the spine of the scapula, or scapular spine, which makes this the supraspinatus, the supraspinatus. The infraspinatus, infraspinatus. The teres minor muscle, the teres minor muscle. The teres major muscle, teres major muscle. Serratus anterior, serratus anterior. Pectoralis minor, pectoralis minor. Abdominis rectus, abdominis rectus. Internal oblique muscles, internal oblique muscles. Gluteus maximus, gluteus maximus. Gluteus medius, gluteus medius. Tensor fascia latae, tensor fascia latae. The sartorius, the sartorius. The rectus femoris muscle, rectus femoris muscle. Iliopsoas, iliopsoas. In order to see the transverse abdominis, we must remove the front plate of the muscle model and turn it around like so. These are the transverse abdominis muscles. The transverse abdominis. Here is the anatomical muscle model of the human arm. This is the spine of the scapula, or scapular spine. And this is the deltoid, the deltoid. Above the scapular spine is the supraspinatus, supraspinatus. And below the scapular spine, we have the infraspinatus, the infraspinatus. The teres minor, the teres minor. The teres major, the teres major. When we remove the deltoid, we can get a better view of the teres minor and the infraspinatus. Flipping this anteriorly, we see here is the deltoid, and here is the subscapularis, the subscapularis. This portion here is the latissimus dorsi, latissimus dorsi. Biceps brachii. Turning this superiorly, we can get a better view of both the short and long head of the biceps brachii muscle. Here are the triceps brachii muscles. The triceps brachii. We can see more of the triceps brachii muscle from the posterior view. The triceps brachii. I'm going to turn this model so you can get the superior view, which will show the brachialis muscle. The brachialis muscle. If we follow the brachialis downward, we get to the brachioradialis muscle. The brachioradialis muscle, which kind of wraps around this way. And it's called the radialis because it's on the thumb side or radial side of the forearm. I'm going to flip this over to give you a better view. This is the flexor carpi ulnaris. The flexor carpi ulnaris. If we zoom in here, we can see the flexor digitorum superficialis. The flexor digitorum superficialis. The palmaris longus. The palmaris longus. The flexor carpi radialis. Flexor carpi radialis. Extensor carpi radialis longus. Extensor carpi radialis longus. Extensor digitorum. Extensor digitorum. Extensor carpi ulnaris. Extensor carpi ulnaris. The anatomical muscle model of the human leg. The gluteus maximus. Gluteus maximus. Gluteus medius. Gluteus medius. Tensor fascia latae. Tensor fascia latae. Semimembranosus. Semimembranosus. Semitendinosus. Semitendinosus. Biceps femoris. Biceps femoris. Here we have the tensor fascia latae. Tensor fascia latae. Rectus femoris. Rectus femoris. Vastus lateralis. Vastus lateralis. Vastus medialis. Vastus medialis. Underneath the rectus femoris, vastus intermedius. Vastus intermedius. The sartorius muscle. The sartorius muscle. The iliopsoas. Iliopsoas. The adductor longus. Adductor longus. Adductor magnus. Much of the adductor magnus lies underneath the sartorius muscle. Adductor magnus. Adductor magnus. Gracilis muscle. Gracilis muscle. The tibialis anterior. Tibialis anterior. Extensor digitorum longus. Extensor digitorum longus. Fibularis longus, or the peroneus muscle. Here we can see part of the soleus muscle. The soleus muscle. Gastrocnemius muscles. The gastrocnemius muscles. And on the other side, we can see more of the soleus muscle. Removing one of the gastrocnemius muscles reveals more of the soleus muscle. The flexor hallucis longus. The flexor hallucis longus. Thank you for watching.